Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 14th of October going through until Sunday the 20th of October 2019. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I have had a look at each day of this week and it looks like a really good week of you feeling great, being able to do things in your personal life and focusing on the domestic sphere of things, but you're feeling so positive that on certain days you kind of have to be careful that people don't take advantage of you because you're just so positive and giving. So that seems really good to me as far as energies go, because if you're just being too nice, I take that over the alternative, which is people being too mean. So great. So let's have a look at what each day is about. These weekly horoscopes are for all signs of the zodiac and they're for everyone who tunes in and watches. And the reason that works is because what I do here is I look at what relationships the planets form up in the sky. And astrology is based on the principle of as above, so below. It's a Hermeticism, I think. So if the planets are creating chaos up in the sky, you're either going to create chaos down here or you're going to experience chaos down here. That's the thinking anyway. So I look at the energy day by day and how it's going to affect all of us. Obviously it's going to come through in different ways for different people, but fundamentally it's the same energy. Also bear in mind that my horoscopes are based on UK time, so if you're elsewhere in the world then subtract or add the timings. But again, I always say don't get too hung up on the timings. These are gradual, natural changes. Monday the 14th of October, we have the moon going into Taurus at 4:25 in the afternoon. Now the moon is the part of you that feels at ease with itself. And in Taurus, you will be very at ease with yourself if you have structure in your life, if you have money in your life, stability, a place to work, or a pension fund, or that you're around beautiful things. Also sensuality, physicality is important, the body, how you feel in your body. So you're very much grounded, you're very much here, down to earth. Mercury is in Scorpio, so you communicate in quite an open and emotional way. That sextiles Saturn in Capricorn, which is structure and security. So you talking emotionally could lead to some sort of structure. So, oh, I feel terrible. I just got kicked out of my flat. I've got nowhere to go. I say to my friend. Her friend says, oh, what an opportunity. I've got a spare bedroom I wanted to rent out. You can have mine. Problem solved. That's the kind of thing that speaking about your feelings can lead to, so don't censor yourself. If people don't know you're suffering, they can't help you. Really. The Libra Sun squares Pluto in Capricorn, so that says the same thing. The Sun is your identity, it's the solar plexus. And it squares, it bounces off Pluto in Capricorn. And Pluto in Capricorn is about transformation and change, death and rebirth. The phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm sorry, I've become so spoiled here without all the ambulances that I've even left the window open during this reading for a little bit of a breeze because it's so quiet. But the motorcycles have spoiled that now, so anyway. I was saying that Libra Sun is about making connections and building bridges between you and other people, and Pluto is about changing things. So if you connect with other people, your physical circumstances are going to change. The Taurus moon also conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. The unexpected, the miraculous, the thing that you could have never dreamed of in a physical sense can appear in your life today. Like that roommate situation. You could have never imagined that it could happen so quickly. Ta-da, there it is, done. Or you speak about, oh, you know, I feel really awful about my inability to approach women. You know, I'm really shy about that, and I strike out all the time because I see someone attractive and I try to go up to them and I just can't do it. And suddenly, in the room, someone overhears you and happens to be a matchmaker, and she says, no worries, I will get you signed up to my matchmaking service and it will be perfect. We will teach you skills in terms of how you can approach women on your own, and we'll also set you up on a couple of dates to maximize the effectiveness of your dating strategy. Okay, so Monday the 14th, it's a great day. So first of all, your statements will be emotional, as I said, but they are also going to be on point and productive in the sense that, first of all, you can work with other people, and also you can acknowledge problems between you and other people, and you can acknowledge a problem that's inherent in something you're working on or something that you're dealing with. You don't have to go into denial about it and pretend nothing is wrong. So a person, a job, or anything that you can work with, make it better by being open, honest, express your feelings, and that can lead to real transformation on Monday the 14th for the better in your physical life. So that could be a promotion, it could be getting a house like that, it could be a number of things that you would have never seen coming. So expect to be surprised here in a positive way on Monday the 14th. It looks like a fab day. On Tuesday the 15th, we've got Mercury in Scorpio, so still communication in a very emotional way. It trines Neptune in Pisces, so things may be a little bit foggy for you on Tuesday. You're totally in your feelings on Tuesday the 15th. The Taurus moon, so that's nice, that grounds you, so that keeps your feet on the ground. You're not just floating off into emotional space here. The Taurus moon opposes Venus in Scorpio and Mercury in Scorpio. So the Taurus moon is on Earth. It wants nothing to do with this over-dramatized love declarations and communications that are so deep and profound. It's like, I just want to be, I just want to play with the dirt and my diamonds and look at them sparkle and stuff like that. The Taurus moon, though, also trines Saturn in Capricorn. So it's much more friendly with Saturn because it trines that. That's a harmonious relationship. Saturn is structure, security, being grounded, and it's the ultimate authority figure and the ultimate stability. So that's what you're more into today. And that's good because thinking is kind of fuzzy, like I said, with Mercury and Neptune trining each other. So on Tuesday, the 15th, it's really important to maintain a balance. Your thinking may be a little bit emotional, overwrought, or fuzzy, and you'll want to make practical changes. Trust your gut. Even if you can't see the whole bigger picture today, the practical stuff that you want to do, you can trust that, it's fine. So you don't have to hold back, delay things, do them another time. Go for it. If it feels right, do it. Just do it. Wednesday, the 16th of October, we still have the moon in Taurus. So up until Thursday, we have a week with a Taurus moon. Taurus is the bull. It doesn't like change. It's money oriented. It's ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, creativity. So all of you guys, first 3 days of the week, sex, painting, writing, enjoying luxuries, going to spas, eating oysters at a fabulous restaurant, treating yourself to something, ensuring that you have a steady income. All of those things are going to bring you a huge amount of joy. So on Wednesday, the Taurus moon trines Pluto in Capricorn, so it wants to transform something on a physical level, and it quincunxes positive harmonious relationship. Jupiter, the lucky planet in Sagittarius, gallop, 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 and it quincunxes the sun in Libra. So this is different now. This is a fabulous day. Wednesday is awesome. You'll feel very, very much at ease in your own space. But you're going to have the opportunity on Wednesday to travel and to meet new people. So even if you're working, you'll be able to meet new people in the evening by going to some event or something like that. There'll definitely be something on today. So look around in your area, what's going on. And if you do connect with other people, remember, I mentioned on Monday that the main thing is about having emotional statements, but expressing them. So on Wednesday, same thing. If you connect with other people where communication can happen because you're present, you'll receive something that is going to make you feel super lucky. And that's as the result of the connections between Taurus and Jupiter. And any connections that you make, new or existing, or relationships, or you try and improve relationships, all of those attempts and efforts will turn out to be positive. It's a fabulous day for socializing, for having fun, and to simply unwind, to go, I don't have to be like all the time. I can unwind. Life is okay right now. I can be in the moment. I can unwind. I can chill. I can just be here. I can look at the sky, enjoy the sunshine. You know, you gotta take the time to smell the roses. You know, Wednesday is one of those days. Smell the roses. Have a great day. Thursday the 17th, the moon goes into Gemini at 2:31 in the morning. So the pace picks up. We're now in an air element. Thoughts are moving much more quickly. Gemini, the glyph of Gemini is an actual door. So we're looking at doorways that we can walk through. We're super inquisitive. We want to find out information. We also want to express ourselves. So with that Mercury in Scorpio, remember that you're really going to blab all your feelings now. So the moon goes into Gemini and then trines Mars in Libra. Mars is the male principle of dominance, desire, drive. In Libra, it's really debilitated because it's in the sign, which means it's in its detriment. It's in the sign that's 180 degrees away from its own natural sign, which is Aries. And Libra is the opposite of that. Aries says, I'm the winner. Libra says, we're all winners. And Mars does not like that. Mars likes one winner. So on Thursday, you're feeling chatty. You're connecting with this connective Mars. And you really are able to tap into your masculine power to get things done. And to compromise at the same time. Not easy. The Gemini moon sextiles Chiron in Aries. So there's the chance for you to get hurt by being overly communicative. And it quincunxes Venus in Scorpio and Saturn in Capricorn. So it relates to deep, profound emotional feelings of love and romance. I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was a film in the 90s called Michelle and Romy's high school reunion. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. And Janine Garofalo is in that film, and she plays this dark, brooding character who smokes loads of cigarettes, and she invents this fast-burning paper, so she's rich. And she had a crush on someone at school, and Romy and Michelle were joking about it, like, haha, and she said, I loved him. My feelings for him were real, true love. I really loved him. It was so funny because Romy and Michelle were these like, you know, and Janine Garofalo was really intelligent and she took things so seriously, and it was just such a lovely contrast to see these airheads versus someone who is just so extreme in their emotions. So you're going to be Janine Garofalo rather than Romy and Michelle, okay? Because Venus in Scorpio is like, do you love me? Would you die for me? And Saturn in Capricorn is, okay, let's just keep things stable. Let's not completely go off the deep end here. Let's keep things kind of sorted and grounded. So on Thursday, be careful when it comes to blabbing randomly and just talking without any thought of who may be listening to you about your feelings and emotions, especially the most deepest, darkest, intimate things. And be careful of who you say those things to. Strangers, friends, family. Sometimes you say something like, oh, to your friend, you say, you know, I've struggled with depression and some days I just can't do anything. And then 3 months later, the relationship has drifted apart kind of thing. And it's like, why do you never call me anymore? It's like, oh, because you're always depressed. You told me and you don't go anywhere. So I just gave up on you. So, you know, it's that kind of thing where you have to be careful that people don't misconstrue what you're saying and they don't take it personally, because that person may feel like, oh, they're not really depressed, they just don't want to hang out with me anymore. So all of those little nuanced kind of ways of speaking, be very careful about that, because there's a really easy, great chance to have a misunderstanding today on Thursday the 17th. Someone may use the information that you give them to spread a rumor or gossip about you. Or if you're talking about your feelings, your loved ones may say, do you know what, enough already, we've heard this a million times before, go out and do something about it. You never take action, you just whine and you're just asking for sympathy. We're not going to give you any more sympathy. We want you to take action and just, zip it and get on with your life. So that's painful. I mean, it makes sense in a way, but it's painful to hear that, especially from family members. So really, if you're looking for sympathy on Thursday, or if you expect people to keep secrets until their dying day, think again. Thursday is not good for either of those things. Exposing your skeletons in the closet to someone who turns out to be a journalist, a friend who's basically so gossipy that they tell the whole city and everyone knows about you. You don't want that, okay? And then the other thing is sympathy. Please feel sorry for me. No, sort yourself out. Work harder. That's a specific example that's kind of bugged me for a while. Lots of people who aren't in the workforce often have the most, the people who know the least are often the loudest. And people who aren't in the workforce, they don't work, they just have money because of their circumstances. When you talk to them about certain things, financial things, they're just like, well, then work harder, you'll have more money. It's as simple as that. They don't take into account that when you sign a contract with an employer, you sign up to a yearly salary where you get paid monthly, the same thing every month, no matter how hard you work. So just remember that not everything everyone says is on point, and be careful about exposing yourself. Friday the 18th of October, we've got the Gemini moon trining the sun in Libra. That's really positive. They're both in air. Libra is about connection and beauty, ruled by Venus. Gemini is about connection, communication, also having fun, doing things that have never been done before, innovating. And that's in air. It's ruled by Mercury, communication planet. So they get on like a house on fire. The Gemini moon squares Neptune in Pisces. So the fuzziness, the fogginess is kept at bay. You're really clear, and the Gemini moon opposes Jupiter in Sagittarius, so it's 180 degrees away from Jupiter in Sagittarius. So on Friday, you'll feel like, okay, let me stay put, and let me enjoy my surroundings, and look at what I've achieved, and this feels just fine to me. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. So on Friday, regardless of your circumstances, whether you live in a palace or whether you live in a very modest type of accommodation, you're going to be pretty satisfied, regardless. You just have a feeling of, everything's cool, everything's fine. So there's not a lot of pressure on Friday. Again, you really, really enjoy socializing and connecting with friends. And today you don't have to worry about, people taking advantage of you speaking and gossiping and taking that, as leverage and stuff. It's a really nice day where you can trust and where you can have fun and where you can enjoy your friendships or your family. If you've just moved to something, or if you aren't very social and you don't have friends, I can totally relate to that. I lived in Brighton. I tried to socialize, but I wouldn't have called anyone a friend there. I didn't make one friend. So I totally get that, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you don't have any friends, and you don't have any friends. Some people have that as a choice. What I've realized in life as I've got older is I always responded to shame greatly. I always blushed If someone said something, I'd always blush a deep purple, you know? I always felt shame so strongly. And as I get older, I just feel that, you know, where did all these standards and all these reasons to feel shame come from? It's ridiculous. Look at your shame sometimes and realize, why do you feel this? It's totally unnecessary. So you're pretty content. If you don't like to socialize or go out or be around other people, then go on a journey today, on a physical journey. You may discover an unexpected treasure, a hidden gem somewhere, okay? That's for the loners out there, and I'm not using that as a derogatory term at all. If you're someone who just prefers your own company than being someone who's always surrounded by people, then go on your own little journey, on a mission. And if you can't get out of the house, then go on a spiritual journey today. You will find that hidden gem. Now, moving on to the weekend, we have Saturday the 19th of October. The moon goes into Cancer at 10:44 in the morning. So, again, we're settling into a nice emotional groove. We're now interested in love again. We're interested in feeling good. We're interested in nurturing other people. We're interested in being of service, being creative, feeling loved, enjoying little hugs from other people. I went to a party recently, and there was this one girl. I don't think she'll mind me talking about her. She won't mind. And because we've talked about it before, and it's really funny. And she loves to make sure she's like the hostess with the mostess. And she loves to make sure that if there is a party or a gathering, that everyone's taken care of. So with me, it was like, Greg, would you like another cup of tea or water? You okay? And then to the guy sitting next to me, you okay for this and this and this? Or would you like a top up? And it was so cute. And that's the kind of Cancer energy that we usually associate with Cancer energy. But she was so nurturing and caring. But she ran herself ragged and she didn't mind. She loves doing that. So Cancer is all about that energy. That's why I gave that example, to kind of give you a feeling of what the moon is now going to be all about. You're not going to be so into, well, you will be into self-care, but you'll also be into caring for others. So the Cancer moon then squares Chiron in Aries, so if you care for others, it's very unlikely that you will get hurt, thank goodness. And it connects with Mars in Libra, good. Mars is debilitated, remember, so it builds bridges without conflict. And it sextiles Uranus in Taurus. So again, the unexpected and miraculous can happen in a physical, tangible way. Mercury is still in Scorpio, so emotional, and it sextiles Pluto and Capricorn. So if you express your emotions today, it can again have a change on your physical circumstances. If I tell my husband, hey dude, I don't love you anymore, I want a divorce, my circumstances are going to change because I'm going to have to move out of that house and move somewhere else. Very simple. Saturday, again, be careful of seeing someone or seeing someone. Oh, I'm sorry. Be aware of seeing someone in your life who really needs help and who asks for help, or someone who you don't know and comes up to you and really asks for help, okay? Because you're gonna, with this Cancer moon, you're gonna feel like it's a genuine cry for help, and that's often very difficult. You know, I was in Paris and my ex got ripped off through some trick. It's like, oh, we found this ring, I'll exchange it for £5 or whatever. Some scam, okay? But if you're really trusting and naive and you're nurturing of people, hustlers come out during those times. They sense it somehow. And if someone is like asking you to make a big contribution to their new business, or to your daily, like your weekly hours, like to do 4 hours for them for free for some reason, be very, 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 very careful of taking someone's plea for help as genuine. And that's me saying this, okay? Because I think if someone asks for help, it's hard enough to ask for help. If someone asks for help, you should always help them, okay? So I'm very conscious of that. And I'm also very conscious of, what if someone asked to help me and I said, oh, they're just faking, they just want attention. And then the next day they're dead. I'm like, maybe I should have helped them. So I've thought a lot about what I'm saying here before I'm saying it to you. So, okay, 1% of requests are going to be genuine, but most of them are going to be a load of tosh, okay, a load of rubbish. So people, especially if they're asking for, if it seems very authentic, the more authentic it seems, the more not it is. So you're going to, first of all, immediately feel like, wow, there's a genuine cry for help here. So instead of immediately reacting, just take a moment to think about it and say, do you think this is genuine? Just check that and check their details. Check that their phone number that they've given you works. So falling for someone's trick today, or revealing personal information about yourself, like if a guy comes to the door and says, we're doing a survey, can I have all your details? Your mother's maiden name, your date of birth, blah, blah, blah. And then someone hacks into your bank. Wow, what a surprise. That is not a good idea. People may use information or the things that you share as leverage against you today. So use the information, or they will use the information in other ways that are not great for you. So it's a good day to be with people, okay? It's a good week to be with people. But let's just recap. Sunday is a good day to socialize and to be open and to trust. Friday is a good day to trust. So is Wednesday, Tuesday and Monday. The 2 days not to trust other people so much and to just do your due diligence is Friday the 18th. No, I'm sorry. Friday is fine. Friday is safe. Thursday is dangerous, and so is Saturday. Thursday the 17th of October, dangerous to blab all your truths out. And Saturday the 19th, also dangerous. 17th and 19th, okay? So spill your guts on Friday the 18th in between. You'll be fine. Okay, so that's Saturday. That's the only warning I've got. Otherwise, it's a great day. So, I mean, someone trying to hustle you takes 5 minutes, right? So what are you going to do for the rest of the 23 hours and 55 minutes? Have fun with friends, people who do care about you, people who aren't in the rip-off game and who just want to be around you. The main thing about this week I wrote is domestic joy and bliss and emotional calm and joy and achievement. So it's really a lovely day to be with others. Finally, Sunday the 20th of October. Still have the moon in Cancer, so very nurturing. And it opposes Saturn in Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn. So you're very much interested in feelings that come and go. You're not so interested in changing the structures of your life today at all. So you're not interested in making huge changes to your diet or where you live or whatever. It's a Sunday. You're using it as a day of rest. The Cancer moon trines Venus in Scorpio, so intense feelings. Neptune in Pisces and Mercury in Scorpio. It trines all three of those, okay? So Mercury in Scorpio communicates extremely emotionally. Neptune in Pisces is the water planet of dreams and imagination and creativity. And Venus in Scorpio is love me until I die. Let's make love all night long. The Cancer moon also squares, you know, I'm my biggest fan. I laugh at my jokes more than anyone else does ever. I love doing YouTube because I get to just amuse myself here in my living room. Okay, the Cancer moon squares Mars in Libra. So the Cancer moon is nurturing. Again, Mars in Libra, it reduces the bump, so to speak. So it makes it really smooth sailing when it comes to building bridges between you and other people. And Venus is in Scorpio, and it sextiles Saturn in Capricorn. So things are pretty rigid. So you're feeling intensely, but things aren't really going to particularly change. So Sunday, the 20th, is another great day for allowing your emotions to come to the surface and to socialize and to have fun and to connect with friends and family, or people in your local 12-step group. If you don't have friends or family around, like I did in Brighton, I went to 12-step meetings and met people there and connected there and got my hugs there. Because I think physical contact is, I mean, I'm an earth sign, but for me, physical contact is really important. When I first went to AA, at the end of the meetings, in some meetings they hold hands, in others they don't. And I went to a meeting where they held hands, and I remember it was like the first time someone had touched me in months. And it's so important. Some people are completely isolated, and then often at the end people just hug each other. And for a lot of people, that is the only physical touch they're ever going to get that week, you know. And human touch is so important. Why do you think we have things like Reiki and spiritual healing and stuff? Because simply taking a hand and putting it on your skin and rubbing it, it feels soothing, it's nurturing. So with that said, think of someone today in your life who may be lonely. Someone in your life who hasn't had a whole bunch of hugs in the last couple of weeks. Maybe think about someone like that and invite them over to your house if you're having a big family Sunday roast. Hey, why not be generous to someone like that? So, because the energy is so sociable, there's a great opportunity to really build something as a collective today. Organizing a neighborhood fundraiser for someone's roof, or just inviting someone from the local care home who you know to your house for a Sunday roast. Or if you want to do a seance on the Sunday night to summon the spirits. It'll be fun and it'll be productive, whatever you end up doing with other people. But really make sure that you're a social creature today and during the week. Just watch out for Saturday the 19th and Thursday the 17th. Every other day you can talk about everything you feel. I mean, I have sat in rooms, and I visited a friend here, and I sat in a room full of strangers, and I was talking to this friend of mine, and we were talking about such personal stuff, and these four other people, they could all hear it, but I didn't care. I was just like blah 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 blah. And I mean, it's not wise, you know, like if you're talking about really personal stuff, if you don't want other people to hear it and put it on the grapevine news so that it appears in the paper somewhere, then watch out on those 2 days, okay? So have a lovely week. The horoscopes for 2020 are out. I wanted to really have a look ahead at what's coming next year because we've got that massive Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto conjunction, and I've been meditating on that so much. So I've been super interested in what 2020 is about. So I've done a horoscope for each sign of the zodiac for 2020, a yearly horoscope. Check that out. Check out some of my daily tarot readings. They're for all signs of the zodiac as well. These weeklies, which I love. Then the monthly horoscopes for each sign of the zodiac. I've done the ones for October. The ones for November I'm planning to publish next week. So watch out for those for November. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading, people still ask me if I do private readings, so that's why I keep saying it at the end of the videos. If you would like a private reading, I do private sessions. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my private readings. I draw up your birth chart by using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification with me. It's a process of me working out your time of birth. So you send me 10 or more major life events, and I then look at what that chart ought to look like, and I work your time of birth out to the minute. So that's awesome. Once I have your chart, I can draw up your natal chart, which is a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born, and it's a blueprint of your soul. I'm still amazed that I have access to it, or that we have access to it, because it's just so informative. It shows me where you've been in past lifetimes, what your life purpose is this time, what your vocational aptitudes are, what's destined for you in love and romance, and how you can change your destiny, and what your strengths and weaknesses are, and where the ego tries to sabotage you, and when is the best time to travel, and where is the best place to live, and are you compatible with this person or not? Any of those questions I can answer for you. So if you do have any questions at all, head over to gregoryscott.com and order your reading there. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're feeling super generous, then please share this video online, which I know will involve you coming out as someone who listens to astrology videos. So I know I'm asking a lot, but if you could share this online, that'd be wonderful, and I'd be ever so grateful. I hope you have a lovely, lovely week, and I'll speak to you for the dailies, but I'll be next week for the weekly horoscope. Mwah. Lots of kisses, and I'll speak to you soon.